The woman was suddenly shocked to discover that the area outside the window had already been flooded, but she was clearly living on the third floor. Anna walked over to the window in disbelief. The area outside the building had turned into a vast ocean, yet her son seemed very happy, and even started swimming on the floor. But Anna knew full well at that moment that she had to hurry and get her son out of there. Just as she was packing her bags, she received a call from staff at the Darwin Research Center. Sun Jixian said he had come to evacuate her, and instructed Anna to go to a higher floor to escape the flood. But before Anna could say a word, the internet connection suddenly cut out. Seeing the water level inside the apartment rising rapidly, she hurriedly hoisted her son onto her back and headed for the stairwell. But when she reached the stairwell, she realized it was already packed with people. With no other choice, Anna had to take the fire escape. By then, the water had already risen to the third floor, and many residents had been swept away. But when Anna climbed to the seventh floor, the passage ahead was completely blocked. She had no choice but to try climbing over the obstacles to reach the 8th floor. But unfortunately, she failed, so they had no choice but to stay on the 7th floor and wait for rescue. At that moment, the hallway was packed with people fleeing the flood. Just then, Anna heard someone calling her name. Looking up, she realized it was Sun Jihyun. He pointed to the staircase ahead and motioned for Anna to meet him there. But just then, Anna realized her son was missing. Spotting the only open apartment door, she rushed inside in a panic. But no matter how loudly she called out, there was no response at all. Just then, she witnessed a shocking scene. A massive flood surged toward them. In the next second, the torrent instantly engulfed everyone. Anna had no choice but to race against time to find her son. She quickly swam to the adjacent room. Fortunately, she found her son there, already unconscious. However, when she tried to carry him out, she discovered she couldn't open the door. Just as Anna was about to suffocate, Sun Jihyun kicked the door open from the outside and signaled for Anna to swim upward with Jian. After surfacing, Sun Jihyun performed emergency first aid on Jian. Fortunately, the little boy quickly came to. The three of them rushed toward the rooftop. At that moment, Sun Jihyun told Anna to wait a little longer. The rescue team would be arriving soon. But then Anna noticed something was wrong, because the water she had tasted moments ago was salty. Sun Jihyun explained that an asteroid had struck Antarctica, causing the Antarctic ice sheet to melt completely, which led to this massive flood disaster. Given the current situation, this building would soon be submerged as well. Anna, however, was puzzled, since they hadn't received any news about this at all. At that moment, Sun Jihyun calmly stated, humanity will soon face extinction. However, Anna's company specialized in artificial intelligence research, and she bore the heavy responsibility of creating a new human race. Precisely for this reason, Anna's safety had become the top priority. But when the group reached the 15th floor, Zirin suddenly needed to use the restroom. With no other choice, they had to find a restroom for him first. It was precisely because of this action that they soon encountered disaster. The two smelled gas. It turned out that the flood had caused the gas pipes to overpressurize. The three immediately rushed outside to escape. But just then, the room ahead suddenly exploded. Immediately afterward, the rooms behind them began exploding as well. Seeing that they couldn't escape via the stairs, Sun Jihyun instantly climbed from the balcony to the 16th floor. Then she reached out, asking Anna to hand her the child. Anna quickly scooped up Jian and tried to pass him up to her. But Jian was terrified at that moment. No matter how much she tried to persuade him, he refused to leave Anna's side. Eventually, Anna lost her balance and fell from the building into the icy seawater. She then grabbed a floating board and swam frantically toward the other side. Just then, from inside the tightly sealed elevator, a little girl's cries for help suddenly rang out. So Anna decided to look for a tool to rescue the little girl. However, she searched for a long time without finding anything. By the time Anna rushed back to the elevator, the seawater had already flooded it. At that moment, another wave of floodwater kept surging in. Anna no longer had a chance to save the little girl. She had no choice but to continue her escape upward. However, just as she finally found Sun Jihyun, Jian suddenly suffered a seizure, and the medication she had prepared in advance had been lost during their escape. To save her son, Anna threw caution to the wind. She immediately rushed into an elderly couple's home, quickly concocted a makeshift remedy, and fed it to her son with her own hands. As she was feeding him the medicine, her memories were drawn back to the research institute. She had once petitioned her superiors to take Jian away because he wasn't truly human, but rather a product of experimentation. However, after spending time with him, Anna had long since come to regard Jian as her own son. After a simple, makeshift treatment, Jian regained consciousness. But when Anna stepped out onto the balcony, she discovered the torrential rain outside had actually stopped. Little did she know that an even greater danger lay ahead.